This video is about Cami. Specifically, I'm going to be talking about the menu bar. So that's this thing along the top. It might be blue, it might be black for you when you're in Cami, and it will say Cami in the upper left-hand corner. So right next to that, it should tell you what kind of license you have. And the Bethlehem Area School District has an EDU license for secondary teachers and students. That means it has all of the, quote, premium features, like all of these features in the left here are unlocked that you can use. And it also integrates with Schoology. I want to also point out this toggle sidebar. This sidebar can come out. What I like about this is you can see your pages, sort of like from a bird's eye view, but also how many annotations you have. And you can go into them specifically by going to this little bubble up here, and then it's showing you all of the changes, or in this case, the annotations made on the document. Some of these are like comments. Here's a text change. This was the monarchies, and when I click on it, it actually highlights here on the right-hand side, and it shows me who made it with their initials. And if I hover over the actual type of annotation it is, it shows me the timestamp on it, which is pretty nice. So I'm going to toggle that off. You have the find, and you can, look for text. And I just typed monarchies, and it showed me this one annotation I made. It also looks for embedded text. So if I look up the word culture, it found it in this title here and in this paragraph that was on this Discovery Ed PDF. And it has, the normal types of things you use with a find feature. Here it is telling me that it's in the Cami cloud. When I hover over it, and that means this PDF is actually in the Cami storage space that we get. You can store things in Google Drive. You can download them to your computer. And we'll talk about a little bit more about that in a little bit. Here's the name of the file. So you can just click and drag to change the name. You have your zoom in, zoom out, which helps when maybe you're really looking at detail, especially if you're using the drawing tool. You have the open, and when you click on it, it's this open folder, and it gives you a lot of options here. You can open files from, so this would be like opening up another document, instead of this discovery document. You would be able to get something from your computer, a PDF, an image, a Word document, anything that you've shared with someone else. You can click on that to see which things you have been sharing to get quick access to that. Anything from your drive, and it will open up PDFs. It will open up Google formatted docs, and also like the Microsoft types of documents. It will show you recent files, so something I've recently used, or in this case, it's showing me that I've opened something up from my Google Drive and the name of it. And there are also the capability of switching between different copies of the same file, which I'm not going to get into too much in this video. The shared option gives you the ability to share a document in Cami, so someone else should have the Cami extension installed, and here's a link I could give to them that they can annotate on the same document, and they can see my annotations. So it is sort of like Google in that they can see it as you are typing it. It takes a little bit longer to appear than Google, but it does appear, and that they can download and print the file. And basically, in a nutshell, if you are using this, you're uploading your document to Cami to get this Cami address. So I can print, I can print the original document without all of this writing that I have on it, and also with the writing. The save is kind of similar in that it's actually showing me multiple places to save. I can save it in the Kami cloud, which I was talking about, where it had the Kami address. And I have this set to automatically save. You might see something like changes aren't saved, and you have a thing to click to save the changes, but it more or less does save changes automatically. You can create another copy and put it into the Google Drive, and that would be in a Kami Uploads folder. That would be automatically created in your drive. It's called Kami Uploads. That's where you would find it. Or you could download it. Okay, so you can export that out. Okay. The advanced export. So what I did was I went to Save, Advanced Export. Now I have options here. You can export to your computer or put it in Drive, which would be that Kami Uploads folder. So I could say I want the original document with no writing on it, that I did with Kami, or this middle option with the things that I wrote. Okay, and if I do that, I could give it a name, change the name here. There's a check mark here to flatten annotations. And basically what that means is if I flatten it and I give this document to someone else, they won't be able to edit what I wrote, like in Kami, like click on the box, say I have something written like this monarchies, okay, and I give them this PDF. If I flatten it, this won't be editable. Like this box won't be there for them. Okay. That's sort of to make it like a permanent, like it's in the PDF. You can't make changes. And then your pages, you have choice on how many pages you can export. Okay. Next to that, so that was, I think, the advanced export. There's a downloads icon that looks very much like what I was just showing you. Then there's help. You can get help. You can look up the keyboard shortcuts. And then this menu is pretty big. It has a lot of capabilities. You can change the view, 1 page, 2 page view. This is only 1 page in this document, so it's not changing much. Presentation mode. I can hide comments, show comments, undo things, redo. I can rotate the document here. I can restore anything that was written on it that maybe I deleted. Somebody made a mark on something. I could restore that, jump to a certain page, create assignment if you're using Google Classroom, going to different pages, change notification settings, document properties. And these two up here, I'm going to make videos about specifically, where you can, kind of reorder pages in a PDF or merge PDFs together. And then the second one is OCR, meaning that you can make a PDF that you got doesn't seem to be editable text. You can make it editable text, and it works best with things that were typed and not written out. Here's my account. When I click on this icon, it may just be your initials here. And if I click on settings, I have some things I can try, like automatically upload things to Google Drive when I open them, things like that. So hopefully this was helpful in learning the menu bar of Kami.